To better understand what this means, let's imagine a city with one school. We'll call it Armadillo School. This school gives priority first to siblings of current students, then to students living within SAISD boundaries, and finally to students living outside of SAISD boundaries. Armadillo School has 25 seats in first grade. 15 seats are filled by continuing students, so there are 10 seats available for new students. 15 families have applied to attend Armadillo School. We start by giving each applicant a random lottery number. Next, we group the applicants by the priority structure. These 3 applicants are siblings of current students at Armadillo School who also live within SAISD, so they are in the first priority group. These 3 applicants are siblings of current students and do not live in SAISD, so they are in the second priority group. These 2 applicants do not have siblings attending the school, but they do live in SAISD, so they are in priority group 3. The remaining students do not have siblings attending Armadillo School, nor do they live in SAISD. They are in the final group. Now we can line up each student within their priority group in order of their random lottery number. Now we know in what order to place students at Armadillo School. 15 seats are already filled by continuing students. There are 10 remaining seats available, so we offer a seat to the first 10 applicants in line. All of the students in priority groups 1, 2, and 3 receive a placement at Armadillo School because there are only 8 of them and there are 10 seats available. The first 2 applicants in the final group receive an offer for the 2 remaining seats. For this group, it was the applicant's random lottery number that determined who would get the seats. All 10 seats at Armadillo School are filled, so no more offers are made at this school. Let's go through an example to understand how the lottery works with multiple school options. Each student in SAISD can select multiple schools and programs on their application. Let's look at 3 schools, each with 5 available seats in the first grade: Armadillo School, Rattlesnake School, and Coyote School. Each school gives priority first to siblings, second to students living within SAISD district boundaries, and finally to students living outside of SAISD. Each of our applicants ranks 8 choices. So now each school has applicants lined up in front of the schools they applied to. They are lined up in order based on their priority group and their random lottery number. Let's look at one applicant to see what this means. Hannah is entering first grade. She has a sibling who attends Armadillo School, and she lives within SAISD. She was assigned a random lottery number of 16. She ranked Armadillo School as her first choice, Rattlesnake School as her second choice, and Coyote School as her third choice. As you can see, Hannah is in a different place in line for each school she applied to. This is because she is not in the same priority group at each school. You can also see that her random lottery number is the same. Once her random lottery number is assigned, it does not change. For Armadillo School, she is 6th in line and part of priority group 1, siblings. For Rattlesnake School, she is 4th in line and part of priority group 2, students living in the district. For Coyote School, she is 8th in line and also in the 2nd priority group. The 3rd priority group is for students living outside of SAISD. Now we know where Hannah is in each line. If we can find out which school she is placed at by looking at the way she ranked those schools on her application. First, we try to assign her to her first choice, Armadillo School, where Hannah is sixth in line. This school has 5 available seats. If the first 5 applicants standing in line are offered a seat at Armadillo School, there is no seat available for Hannah. However, no seats are offered until everybody has received their highest ranked school possible based on their preferences, priorities, and lottery number. Now let's try to place Hannah at her second choice, Rattlesnake School. Hannah is in the second priority group, students living in the district, and is fourth in line. Rattlesnake School has 5 available seats, so we can place Hannah at Rattlesnake School, her second choice. To understand how Hannah might still get a seat at Armadillo School, let's look at another applicant's preferences. In order for Hannah to get a seat at Armadillo School, we will need one of the students currently assigned to receive an offer at a different school they prefer, opening another available seat at Armadillo School. Carlitos already attends Armadillo School as a kindergartner, so he automatically holds a spot in the first grade. However, Carlitos applied to go to Coyote School next year instead of returning to Armadillo School. Because Carlitos received an offer to Coyote School, he comes out of the line for Armadillo School. Now that Carlitos is no longer holding a seat at Armadillo School, Hannah can be assigned to her first choice. This also means that Hannah no longer holds a seat at Rattlesnake School.